Thought she wasn't gonna watch it.
Yourself came out to LA, came to the fight, but Crawford just walked by and said, "I thought you weren't gonna watch it, but clearly your mind has changed."
Yeah, I came here to support.
Prior to their bout in September, Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez held their first brief news conference, but Jaron Ennis stole the show after attacking and striking Crawford. Jaron Ennis is going to fight Canelo Alvarez because he feels so betrayed by Terence Crawford's rejection of him over the years.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo because, like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down. And Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe. And he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200.
Alongside Shakur Stevenson and Keshan Davis, he attended the conference. When Terence Crawford was about to leave the platform, Boots pushed and shoved him away. It appears like Jaron Ennis has been preparing to advance to the middleweight or super welterweight class in order to set up his bout with Terence Crawford. During his time at the welterweight class, he faced him in multiple futile efforts. The two boxers conducted a brief Q&A session in front of a small audience in a small room during the fight's initial press conference in Las Vegas. After that, they visited the media room for the first time to take some photos and do some media work. Terence Crawford responded, "That's stupid, I never saw that coming," when questioned about Jaron Ennis's behavior. "I don't know what to say to him. He ought to have confronted me instead of running away. He ought to join me for a street brawl so I can shatter his neck. I can't enter the ring with him since he is too little."
And he dropping those guys like that, so I don't know. It's gonna be a great fight. The fans want to see it, so so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight, at like 60 or like at least at 60, just to get his body, to fill up somebody a little bit bigger, and things like that. I know when you go up a weight, you gotta, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavy and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now. But I think he should just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything like that.
After years of pursuing a bout with Terence Crawford, Jaron Ennis will now have to endure the agonizing spectacle of his opponent facing Canelo Alvarez. Ennis is a gifted athlete who currently holds the welterweight title from the International Boxing Federation. He matured after Crawford defeated Errol Spence in July 2023 to become the undisputed champion at 147.
Small, Canelo's going to run over the ring. What's your thoughts on that fight?
It's a good fight, 50-50 fight, and I guess it's a fight that everybody wants to see. So, it's a good fight.
It appears that the 37-year-old Bud has permanently abandoned the welterweight class after winning the world title at 154 pounds in his most recent bout against Israel Madrimov. Crawford has long aimed to move up a weight class to challenge Canelo, the undisputed super middleweight champion. Finally, that battle was scheduled for September this past week. YSM Sports media interview at first. Ennis didn't declare a winner and gave Crawford the same opportunity as Canelo to raise his hand. It's a terrific battle, a 50-50 contest, and I suppose everyone wants to see.
How difficult is it to make that jump from, he only had one fight at 54, so like 147, 154 to 168 pounds?
You said how difficult is it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little difficult because you got to, what are you going to have to put on, like an extra 14 pounds, so he might be a little slower, or who knows, he could be faster, I don't know. Like, it's just, you got to add more weight and gain more muscle and stuff like that, moving up in weight and things like that, so it's a little harder, but I don't know. We'll see on fight night how he'll look.
He was then questioned about the difficulty Crawford encounters when he increases his weight. "It's going to be a little difficult," he said. "He may be slower if he puts on an additional 14 pounds. It's more difficult since you need to put on more weight and build more muscle. However, we'll see on fight night." He was then questioned about what Crawford would have to do to win that evening. As previously mentioned, Bud would have a challenging evening. Be astute. Take his time. Move and box, avoid sitting there while he hurls bombs at you. At last, he presented a strategy for Canelo's path to triumph.
What does Terence Crawford have to do to be successful in that fight?
Be smart. Take his time. Box and move. Don't sit there and let him try to bomb on him.
What about Canelo Alvarez?
I feel like Canelo had to just go press him, had to press him. Everything behind the stick, and catch him, trying to pull out, pull back, anything, cutting the